wanted the two guys to be, you had to cast them in a way like you would cast a romance. They had to be different, there had to be chemistry. Channing is big and butch, and Jamie is sort of smaller and slightly butch and feral, you know, so that there was a contrast between the two.
Well, you know, when casting this film is a little bit like casting a romantic comedy in some ways. Because you can't just cast, you know, one person and another person. You have to cast a pair. You have to cast two people who are going to have chemistry. And obviously, the point of this story is that it's about two guys. One's a Roman master and one's his Celtic slave, and they mistrust each other. They kind of hate each other. But through the process of the journey they go on, they learn to like each other.
And I thought one of the things that was really kind of interesting was they said you have to cast romantic comedies with people who have chemistry. He was talking about the chemistry that you and Channing had, that sort of had to be the same thing here.
Right, absolutely.
It's funny for him for that to be compared to a romantic comedy to this. So completely
yeah, no,
different.
absolutely.
What do you think about that?
I think it's really essential. I think Kevin's idea was to get two people who are completely different from one another. Really just have the sense that they're from really different worlds, make them enemies of each other and kind of resent each other, chain them together and then send them into the unknown. And I think that was always the setup for the story, but I think that, you know, the casting of me and Channing really gave it a new kind of fresh dynamic. And I do think we work incredibly well together, and we had to figure out the dynamics of these characters, especially when the roles reverse, of course.